when we're telling the defense attorney we're going to go public that this investigator have falsified Mustafa's statements, we wake up to a reality where 6 John correctional officer enter Mustafa's cell only to drag Mustafa, an unconscious, half-naked Mustafa, and you can clearly see.
And I will say, the lawyer that released that video,
Mustafa's limped over. Oh, yeah, the lawyer, Mustafa's limped over.
Let me just say this. The lawyer that released that video, Judge Weimer made her sign up for mental classes, that she's mentally ill or she has some mental problem.
She's crazy. They made her say that she's crazy because she sued.
Because she released,
this jail.
She released that video.
She released this video.
So if you talk about what they've done to you, they have to do a mental competency test to make you
They'll
crazy.
give you an ultimatum. Either we go after your bar license or you admit that you are crazy. And that's what she did. She admitted that she's crazy.
Mustafa talked about it.
So you want to tell me a lawyer that's been practicing law for 20 years, she sues for Mustafa, releases the video where they beat and abuse Mustafa, and next thing you know, they're strong-arming her into either we go after your bar license or you admit that you're crazy.
And by the way,
we want you to go after the brother.
That's not just your words. We have the transcript.
Oh, my God, the transcript.
We're going to get to it on another day.
On another podcast, we're going to go through the details. I got my hand.
So when you talk about what they did to you, I mean, you're looking at it right there. By the way, this is like, it's crazy. When he was taken to another cell.
He's limped over.
When he was taken to another cell.
He's being carried. His feet is barely touching the ground.
He was stripped naked. Okay? He was stripped naked.
Absolutely. If you talk about it, if Mustafa was telling his defense attorney, they beat me inside the jail. They took me from one cell into another cell, stripped me completely naked, told me that they were gonna kill me if I asked for medical. And then what did they do on? I mean, what is Casey Stevens, the defense attorney?
He wants to write him off as incompetent.
Write Mustafa as incompetent. They're conspiring. Him and the officer that falsified his statement are talking about how are we going to get Mustafa written off as incompetent.
By the way, that picture, you see that bruising? That is 2 weeks. 2 weeks after that beating. Now, Casey Stevens saw him 2 days after the beating. Imagine what that arm looked like when Casey Stevens went to physically see him. Okay? Look, I mean, okay, let me put the picture up. Look at his head. This is 2 weeks after. 2 weeks. Casey Stevens saw him 2 days after, and he wants to tell everybody that he's imagining.
They want to write Mustafa.
You're imagining your head being like a mountain. You're imagining your head looking like to, and I'll say, you know, for the FBI, Lindsay Coulter and Samantha Adams, for them to lie to us the way they did, telling us that the video did not exist. I have the
internal notes, the communication between the FBI, Lindsay Coulter, Special Agent Lindsay Coulter, and Josh Huckle, Supervisor Special Agent Josh Huckle, and the jail. And what they're telling the jail, the internal communication. There's a time and place for everything. And they're covering up for the jail. They're covering up what they've done to Mustafa. Mustafa has to be written off as incompetent. The lawyer that releases this video is now being written off as crazy. And they gave her an ultimatum. You say that you're crazy, and you go after the brother. She's filing an injunction against me in Warren County. And they're hoping, they think that they can shut this down.
I'm starting to think
By the way, buckle up. I'm going to take you on a roller coaster that you've never been on before. I promise you, by the time I'm done with everybody, we're going to get to the bottom of what goes on in Prince William County.
I'm starting to think if
and
Casey
there's no way that you can shut me down. I've got so many different can of worms. I cannot wait for the 24th. It's going to be a beautiful injunction.
Beautiful.
You saw what I did to you, Elaine Jarvis, and the injunction when I had court with you. I put you on the stand for 5 hours. I kept on knocking at you with questions until you cracked in front of the judge like a piñata. We're going to have...
Like Sonic the Hedgehog?
Like Sonic the Hedgehog. When all the rings just comes out. Even the judge is impressed. Like, oh my God, so many rings. Okay? And then she comes here and she admits that she's crazy. So wait a minute. Let me get the optics here. You file an injunction against me.
Why did she hire a lawyer if she was going to admit to...
Guess which lawyer she hired?
Took a plea deal.
She hired the same lawyer that sent us Casey Stevens.
Casey Stevens' best buddy.
Best buddy. The one that told us, I'm going to send you a lawyer. Oh, you sent us the lawyer that's friends with the with Robert Drum?
Lawyer.
I mean, I cannot wait for court.
I want to say if Casey Stevens...
A crazy lady is after me.
If Casey Stevens had
a
talked
crazy lawyer?
About,
Are you telling me that a crazy lawyer is after me?
If Casey Stevens had talked about Mustafa's beating, I think he would have been in a stretcher instead of Elaine Jarvis.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think if Lindsay Coulter or Samantha Adams or Josh Huckle had showed us that video, who knows? Maybe Prince William County would have put them in a stretcher.
Brad Haywood came out that courtroom on Tuesday, and he was fucking angry. He said, I am so angry that the prosecutors are telling me that I am placating to your podcast, that I am doing what you want in this case. I mean, here's a good question.
You're saying common sense.
I'm the power of attorney in Mustafa Al-Jazari case. And for Mustafa, I'm a power of attorney. You're a power of attorney. Why would Mustafa's defense attorney not do what we want him to do? That's Mustafa's defense attorney.
Look,
and what we're saying here,
it's common sense.
Common sense. It's the most basic thing you can ask for.
If you ask the public,
we get the SD card inspected? Can we get the vehicle reconstructed? And I find it really interesting that now there's a motion that's moving forward to inspect the SD card. Now the prosecutor, our hairy Persian princess, Prosecutor Sarah Sammy, wants to inspect the SD card too. What are we talking about?
Exactly. If this is a joke,
mean, you're telling Brad Haywood he's placating to my podcast, but then you're doing the same thing.
So is she placating to your podcast too?
Apparently, now that the judge is angry and he's waking up to a reality that, hey, I'm exposing this county. There's nothing I can do to protect this police department, this prosecutor. The fucking file is all over the internet. I got to come out and pretend that, hey, I'm an impartial judge. And then he turns around and he says, I want to seal it from the family. What the fuck are we talking about?
Look, if you told the community, there was a car accident, okay, there was a car accident, and one of the drivers had a dash cam with the audio capability turned on. What do you think? I don't want to say 99.999%. I want to say, what is 150% of people going to ask? What would be the next comment?
Did you get the car inspected?
The next common sense question. The next common sense question is, where's the dash cam footage? And did you have the accident reconstructed? And we're looking at a case where 2.5 years later, the prosecutor wants to talk about everything but
reconstructing the car.
Everything but the dash camera and the car being re-inspected.
Let me play the section for you. It's going to blow your mind out of this county.
It's common sense.
Listen.
It's common sense.
Listen to this.
Oh, let me fix the audio.
This is the independent expert.
Go ahead.
Is asking the investigator, Robert Drum, can I take the wheel off so I can look at the brake? Can I, he wants to reconstruct this car.
And then he says,
nope. Sarah Sammy said, you can't touch the vehicle. Can I touch the SUV, the Suburban?
Why not?
He says, no, prosecutor.
Why not, though?
Why not?
Why not?
I mean, let's listen to you.
Because they say they don't want anything.
Because they're going to find that this is a vehicle accident.
What's their excuse? They don't want it manipulated, right?
What are you talking about? They crushed and staged the vehicle.
I know.
Look at the car. Where is the fucking roof? This vehicle is crushed in.
Where's the rest of the car?
Where is the rest of the car?
But they say that they don't want it manipulated, right? So what were they doing? What were they doing inside that inspection booth?
What is this? Like a born again virgin? Like your body
You have
count
the
is
video?
like
You have the
your
video?
body count is 20, and you're telling me you're born again a fucking virgin.
Do you have the video?
Like they fucked the pooch. They took the car, they chopped it up, staged it, and he's telling him, "I don't want you to touch the car because it's gonna
They don't want it
compromise."
manipulated.
Oh, they don't want it to.
Do you have the video?
I'm gonna play it. Go over.
Not
to
this
exhibit.
one. Not this one.
Which one?
In their inspection booth. When they say there's brake failure.
Yeah.
Do you have
yeah.
it real quick?
I have it. Yeah.
Let me see it.
Wait. Okay. We'll come back to this one.
Yeah.
You want to play that one real quick?
I want to see it real quick before this.
Okay. So this is okay. I'll come back to this. When he says brake did not engage.
Just him taking the tire off.
Oh yeah, this one.
Okay, let's take a look.
This is the police mechanic.
Okay, let's see. What is he doing there?
He's taking the tire off, and
Oh,
they're
wait,
gonna.
look. Oh, he just. I thought they said they don't want the car manipulated.
So why would they not let the independent experts?
You want the calipers removed?
Brakes appear to be.
He's gonna press the brake. He's gonna turn the tire,
It's okay for them.
and they're gonna find brake failure.
It's okay for them to take the tire off, chop up the vehicle, fuck around with it.
Well,
So go back to the
if I was
other one now.
ask-
By the way, here they find brake failure. He hits the brake, and the tire keeps moving.
Brake failure.
There's
It's,
brake
it's
failure.
clearly documented in their police report.
So the police mechanic find brake failure. Okay, and here.
Let's go back to this one. Let's listen to what they're saying. Okay, let's just play it.
Be allowed to pull wheels off?
He said, "Am I allowed to take the wheels off?"
Let's just keep going.
Robert Drum says, and then
That's your call.
that's the prosecutor, by the way. That's Christian Mallet, the prosecutor. He wasn't there on Tuesday.
Or just look at that. One or the other, if I can.
If I may ask what you're looking